Okay, continue with my Doomsday power skilling. Uh, in my last video, I said that Doomsday can stop around Supergirl. Girl, in this comic, she was, she and Superman were capable of, well, that you may not heard it, but star clusters in the face, but they were perfectly fine. And Doomsday was just slapping her around casually. And now for his origin. It was literally stated that in their final blows, they shook the entire planet to its core. So even at his weakest, I say he solos a lot of anime. Don't hate me. This for his powers, abilities, and weapons, they say he's indefatigable, which means he does not get tired from nothing. There is nothing that will make him tired. He is immortal. He does not need to eat, breathe, and will become stronger and stronger over time. And that's been consistent. This is the most recent comic he's ever been, to my knowledge. So, yeah. Martian Manhunter again calls him the most adaptive creature ever designed, and can say that he could regenerate himself, what was ever left of death, a scrap of flesh, a nucleide. They were trapped in his memory, but he accidentally went into Doomsday's mind and Doomsday began using his power against him. He developed Martian Manhunter's powers against him. And Martian Manhunter can contact stuff like the bleed. And Doomsday was regenerating by thinking. I showed this scan last time, but in this comic, there was poison, which no creature could survive. Possibly even Darkseid, his avatar, couldn't survive this toxin. But Doomsday could. Then again, he doesn't need to breathe, so it makes sense. He's capable of fighting a being much stronger than himself for an entire week. This being made of nothing but pure energy. That wiped out a fifth of the planet. And him fighting a Motherbox amp Superman. Even stabbing right through him. Once again, Doomsday is very intelligent. He can literally think of strategies on the fly. Not strategic. Also, he's capable of shooting harpoons from his knuckles, as you saw. But he actually is capable of manipulating poison, which can make people like Superman fuzzy and light. In Hunter Prey, he literally adapts on the spot. Again, Doomsday does not need to die in order to adapt. He adapts on the spot. Like that. Superman claims that Doomsday was literally getting stronger and stronger throughout this battle, which is what he was doing. And he was punching Imperiax probes, which are so strong that, well, the Justice League, like Flash and Martian Manhunter, literally got their butts handed to him. Wally West Flash, mind you. But Doomsday could shred them like butter casually. Actually. Also, for another stamina feat, if I can remember correctly, in this comic they described that time was just meaningless to them. Both Superman and Doomsday, they don't even know how many days they've been fighting. So it's not just like an hour or two. They claim that they could just be fighting for like days on end. And they were still shredding these, well, powerful beings, which could destroy galaxies at their worst. Just his origin story again. He can take an amped version of Superman's heat beams completely fine. And he's capable of healing himself in quick succession, as well as breaking Superman's arms, the same arms that can move planets. And again, they were amped. He's capable of casually defeating someone like Guy Gardner, who has shown multiple times to fight on par with Kyle Rayner. This is the most least comic he known by people, which isn't talked about. But yeah, Doomsday can not be possessed. He doesn't have a soul. Dead man couldn't even possess him. That says he was literally claimed to be empty. There is nothing in there to possess, meaning Doomsday can essentially just tank any magical abilities that damage someone's soul. Like, he can't be sent to hell or disintegrate the soul. He just doesn't have it. He's just like an alien robot more alive. I showed this last time, but Doomsday was capable of resisting a huge amount of radiation from the Guardians, as well as even absorbing their own power. And was considered a threat to the universe. If they keep doing it. And these guys are no joke. They've been said to be as powerful as a Big Bang. And Doomsday is just absorbing all of that power. More they continue to fight. And his most iconic feat, probably, likely, he tanked Darkseid's Omega Beams. The same stuff that can do, well, trans people through time, erase someone from existence, etc. So far, Darkseid said he wanted to burn Doomsday, meaning burn Doomsday, hotter than the flames of apocalypse. But Doomsday was just fine. All of their attacks mean nothing, just damaging his suit. And that is all. This is part 2. I think I might do the final part of his power scale on part 3. Stay tuned.